What up, y'all? Welcome to What's in the Box Track. I am here under these big ass headphones because the Lakers did blow out the Denver Nuggets last night at home, 108 to 126. I don't have any actually valid proof for this, but I did tell a homeboy of mine that the Lakers would blow out Denver. And the reason I said that is because I actually don't really believe in Denver like that. I know Jokic is a two-time MVP, but I don't think he's good enough defensively. And I thought that AD could work him, but it turned out that Thomas Bryant was actually able to work him because he's not great defensively. He doesn't run the floor very well. There are a lot of flaws in his game, and he actually turns the ball over quite a bit as well. In spite of how great he is as a player, there are some flaws, and it's okay to discuss Jokic's flaws. You'll be all right if you deal with those. Now, look, before I get into the stats, I said after the Celtics game, in spite of the loss, if this is who the Lakers are, this is who I believe they are. I've been on this since game 3, even though they were losing. The Lakers are going to beat a lot of teams, and there aren't a lot of teams that can beat them like this, period. Even really good teams are going to struggle against the Lakers. And I don't think this record is indicative of who the Lakers are. I think it's indicative of them learning, together and playing together, right? Becoming a team. So let's get into the stats for this game. Again, the Lakers win 126 to 108. The Lakers did shoot more field goals, 91 to 81. I do like the idea of 10 plus opportunities. I think the more opportunities, the better with the pace that the Lakers play at. And 91 shots is not exactly an incredibly high pace, but the Lakers are a bit slower when Westbrook is off the floor. Now, I won't get into the back and forth with you guys about Westbrook and whether you like him or not and all of that nonsense. But Westbrook does push the pace. He forces activity, right? So I don't think Westbrook is playing any better this year than he did last year. I think the reality is he's playing off the bench, and off the bench, you're not playing against the best guards on the other team, straight up and down. And by the time those guards get back in, Russell Westbrook's on a roll, and it's kind of hard to beat him because he's going downhill. The Lakers shot 53% overall, 48% for Denver. 48% is not the greatest field goal percentage to hold a team to, and it's kind of where the Lakers are hovering around, somewhere between 46, 48%. Thomas Bryant is actually top 20 in field goal percentage. I get it. It's only 5 shots a game, but he is top 20 in field goal percentage. And look, the Lakers are a better defensive team when Troy Brown Jr. is on the floor. Now, Troy Brown Jr. wasn't on the floor during the Lakers' fourth quarter run, but if he can give anything back offensively, he is one of the players that we're looking for. And in the trade market, I've heard Bogdanovich and Kuzma. I would prefer Kuzma if worse came to absolute worse. But you got to be able to play the type of defense that the Lakers are playing right now. And that is, pace active defense, similar to what the Warriors were playing, where, hey, you might give up a fair amount of opportunities, field goal percentages or might be a little high. But the reality is you are holding teams when you need to hold them. You make a run, you hold them again, you make another run. The Lakers are also, just to be clear, the Lakers are 30th in the league in crunch time. Crunch time is defined as when the game is on the line, 5 points within 5 minutes. The Lakers are 30th in scoring and near the bottom in defense. That is what they need to fix. And losing these close games that we've discussed earlier might actually be a benefit to them because they know the biggest fatal flaw and they need to adjust to it, which last night it looks like they adjusted to it. Some of that was great substituting by Darvin Ham, but there's still a lot to work on. The Lakers shot 75% from the free throw line, as did Denver. 80% is my mark. It's a C minus for me. Lakers won the rebound battle 45 to 39, and they won the offensive rebound battle by 2. But the second chance point battle is where I'm like, whoa, this was a bigger difference. And if you have a player like Jokic on the floor, who's supposed to be great at this, again, not great defensively, rebounds well, but okay, whatever. The Lakers won that second chance point battle 18-6. That should not happen with an MVP on the floor. The biggest guy on the floor when Anthony Davis goes down is Jokic. And the fact that they lost that second chance point battle, I don't know if Jokic just wasn't into the game or not, but they should have never lost that battle. Turnovers, right? The Lakers only had 15 turnovers only to the Nuggets. 16, 15 is right at that C average for me. Maybe D average. That's about 4 turnovers a quarter. These guys are human. Or 4 turnovers a quarter. They are human. I prefer 12 or less. Jokic and Russ are 9th and 10th, respectively, in turnovers this season. Turnover average this season. So a lot of that is possession. And we discuss this differently with different players, whether we like them personally or not. But the reality is possession, increases the opportunity. Damian Lillard's up there in turnovers. LeBron's in the top 17. Players that have the ball have more opportunity to fail. So when we talk about turnovers, we have to talk about how much possession, what the player's usage rate is, and then we get to the bottom line. Matter of fact, that shows you how great Chris Paul is as a player, because in spite of his usage rate, he does not have a high turnover rate. Fast break points, the Lakers led 28-20. Points in the paint, the Lakers still dominated despite the fact that the MVP, two-time MVP, was on the floor. 64-56 points in the paint. That just shouldn't happen with an MVP on the floor. And this is why I'm telling you, I don't down teams. I mean, Denver's a great team. I'm not trying to dog them. I'm just saying something has to give at this point for Denver. Denver should be over the hump as far as I'm concerned. They've been hanging around in fourth place, fifth place. They've got a two-time MVP. They just got Murray back. I get that, so I won't fault them too much for last year. But something actually has to give at this point, because as good as Jokic is, you can't be getting beat by a team that many pundits say shouldn't even be on the floor, right? But most pundits are saying the Lakers are basically a 24-hour fitness team. You can't be getting beat by the Lakers, points in the paint with AD off the floor, bottom line. So, again, great game for the Lakers. The Lakers have the Wizards up next. I'm doubting that AD will play. If they're doing the right thing, they'll go ahead and rest him and let him get one more game. This next 5-game stretch is big. It's actually very, very big before the Christmas game against Dallas. This is game 1 of the 5-game stretch that I was talking about, where the Lakers kind of got to push 5-1 here if they really can. A sweep would be nice. But, you got Phoenix in there. You got Sacramento in there. These are tough games for the Lakers. These are tough opponents for the Lakers. And again, the Lakers are going to have problems against teams like the Raptors, who they only play one more time. The Clippers. These teams are kind of built opposite of the Lakers, where they're big in every position, and the Lakers have to figure out ways to guard them. But I do like the defense that the Lakers are playing. And where I don't believe in defensive efficiency, the Lakers have fallen out of that top 5. There are things that the Lakers need to improve, like second chance points, et cetera, points in the paint. They have to continue to improve those things, but they have to continue to cause turnovers. And 19 turnovers for Denver is opportune when you have, the 9th most turnovers by average player in Jokic on the floor. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been What's in the Box Trek. I will talk to y'all on Monday after the Wizards game. Let's hope the Lakers continue this winning streak and can go on and push 5 and 6. They're 1-0 on my 5-1. So they're 1-0 on my 6-game stretch. I'd like to see the Lakers go, 5-1 over the next 6 games. Peace.